Andasta Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam yena tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam yena bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagar Jatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitamsha Nama Om Vishnu Padhaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. So welcome to the Bhakti Sindhu Southern Division. We are finishing, not finishing, we are almost at the end of the first wave Vibhav. And we have discussed, if you remember, the Ashray Alamban. And Vishya Alamban, we have gone into the 64 qualities of Krishna, the scriptural quotations. Krishna is Purna, Purnatara, Purnatama. Krishna has 4 personalities. And then there are these other additional things also, the 8, auspicious qualities like Shobha and all. So all that we have discussed. I'll just share where we have discussed up till now. Yes, here in this everything is clear. So we have discussed all the 64 qualities and all. Then in the Ashray, the Sadhaka, Bhava Bhakta, Bilva Mangal Thakur, Siddha Prema Bhakta, within that Nitya Siddha Samprapti, the Nitya Siddha are eternal perfect. In the Samprapti, there is the Sadhana Siddha and the Kripa Siddha. The Sadhana Siddha is perfection through sadhana, Markandeya Shri, Kripa Siddha is Yagya Patnis, Bali Maharaj and Sukhdev. So today we are going to discuss the last topic in the Vibhav, that is Udipan. This will be few classes and that will complete Vibhav, and then we will be starting with Anubhav. So let us now go to Udipan. So anyone knows what is the meaning of Udipan? Anyone knows Udipan? Raise your hands. What is Udipan? Okay, Priya Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Is it something that motivates us or stimulates us to remember Krishna, like Krishna's
Yes,
paraphernalia?
it stimulates us. It is spiritual stimulus to remember Krishna. Yes, exactly. And the Vishaya Alamban is Krishna, and connected with the Vishaya, the things, objects, or even the qualities within the Vishaya, which uh, you know, which invoke rati, attraction. That is Uddipan. So let's go into the actual definition and see what Rupa Swami has to say. First way, Vibhav, Uddipan. Krishna's qualities, they also become Uddipan. In that, there is one bodily age. Within the body age, there is Kaumara, Pauganda, and Keshwara. Krishna's beauty is also Uddipan. Krishna's form as Sham Sundar is Uddipan. Krishna's softness. So all this is included in the body. Please remember this. Then verbal talks. Sometimes somebody who talks very sweetly, he attracts us. And then mental. Let's see when it is mental. Then Krishna's actions. The actions also become Uddipan. One sannyasi was telling, when there is a festival in Gokul, even when Krishna's dhoti, little because of the movement of the air, flies, it becomes a great festival. So Krishna, the way he acts, they become a source of stimulus for rati, attraction, prema. Krishna's clothing is here. Krishna's accessory, hairstyle, for Mother Yashoda, idam te mukambojam atyanta nile vrita kundale snigdha ratyasha gopya muhushchumbitam bimba raktadarambe. So here there are many things which are within the Kaumara form of Krishna, which are Uddipan, like the curly hairs, the bimba fruit lips, Mukhamboja, Atyanta Nile, the blue, beautiful face of Krishna. So again, in the accessories, there is hairstyle, which we just gave an example, garland, tilak, tambula, lotus, Krishna's ornaments. There is a Makara Kundala, which is mentioned in the Damodar Ashtakam. Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam, the beautiful Makara Kundalas which are shining, Lasat Kundala. Krishna's smile itself is Uddipan, Krishna's fragrance, Krishna's flute, horn, anklets. So like that. So within now, Uddipan is that which stimulates Rati, or Krishna's qualities, activities, clothes, ornaments. All this is there. And then there are other things like footprints, holy places, Tulsi, devotees, Janmashtami, Ekadasi, and so on. So let's go now to Uddipan. Atha Uddipanaha, Uddipanaha. Uddipanastu te prokta bhavam uddipayanti ye. Those things which nourish the bhava of the practitioner, bhavam uddipayati ye, are called uddipans, or stimulus. Te tu Shri Krishna Chandrasya gunas cheshta prasadanam. So first, in the first line, he gives the definition of what is uddipan. In one sense, we can say that there are material sense objects which agitate the heart or the mind. And there can be spiritual sense objects which induce spiritual stimulus to the soul and make us more attracted to Krishna. It helps us to grow our attraction to Krishna. So definitely for a Bhava Bhakta who has rasa, because he has the Stahibhav and the other bhavas have generated rati. So there is Uddipan. In the sadhana stage also, these Uddipans can be seen as spiritual sense objects to develop more and more attraction towards Krishna. So that is how we can see that even in sadhana stage, we can practice this attraction for Krishna by seeing things related to Krishna. These are such things as Krishna's qualities. Te tu Krishna Chandrasya gunas. Pastimes, cheshta, decoration, prasadanam, his smile, smita, the fragrance of his body, anga saurabe, vamsa shringa, nupura, kambava, his flute, horn, anklets, conch, footmarks, padanka, his dham, kshetra, Tulsi, the devotee of the Lord Bhakta, in the days such as Janmashtami and Ekadasi. Tad Vasaradaya, Hari Vasara. Hari Vasara is Ekadashi. And the birth of the Lord, that is Janmashtami. So all this is there in that picture you can see here. In the Uddipan, everything is there. Okay. There is no commentary by G. Goswami. Stimulation for ecstatic love. Some things which give impetus or stimulation to ecstatic love of Krishna are his transcendental qualities, his uncommon activities, his smiling features, his apparel and garlands, his flute, his buffalo horn, his leg bells, his conch shell, his footprints, his places of pastime such as Vrindavan, his favorite plant Tulsi, his devotee, and the periodical occasions for remembering him. So this is how Prabhupada. So I was mentioning this very important concept of spiritual sense objects, or you can call it a spiritual stimulus. There in our subtle body are the unlimited impressions of vasanas, and these vasanas form our sabhav and impressions, the material impressions which attract us to the material world. So, and especially the material sense objects create an impression with chitta and binders. But by getting more and more exposed to the spiritual sense objects, like all these, we can imprint spiritual impressions not on the subtle body, but on the soul, which will develop deeper and deeper an attraction for Krishna. So the attraction of this world is because of the impressions on the subtle body. The attraction towards Krishna is the attraction of the soul. So that's why devotees in their houses should, have a lot of pictures of Krishna Leela, deity pictures, anything which stimulates remembrance of Krishna. So this as a sadhana, one should use it. One such occasion of remembrance is Ekadasi, Harivasara, which comes twice a month on the 11th day of the moon, both waning and waxing. On that day, all the devotees remain fasting throughout the night and continuously chant the glories of the Lord. So this is the standard what Prabhupada wanted. Tatra guna. So now guna will be mentioned. Gunas through trividha prokta kaya van manasashraya. Qualities of three types. Gunas to trividha prokta. Bodily, kaya, verbal, van, and mental. Manasa ashrayaha. Again, there is no commentary, Prabhupada. As far as Krishna's transcendental qualities are concerned, they can be divided into three groups. Qualities pertaining to his transcendental body, qualities pertaining to transcendental speech, and qualities pertaining to his transcendental mind. So Prabhupada very, very specifically, Kaya, Vana, Van, and Mana. He mentions transcendental body, transcendental speech, transcendental mind. Tatra kaika, that is body. Vaya Saundarya Rupani Kaika Rudu Adaya. Bodily qualities, Tatra Kayaka, are age, Vaya, beauty, Saundarya, his forms, Rupani, and things such as softness of the body. Kaika Rudutadaya. So now we are among the three gunas, that is bodily, verbal, and mental. Within bodily, we are going into age, beauty, forms, and softness. Jiva Goswami's commentary. Age, beauty, and forms are bodily qualities, and softness of the body and other things are also bodily qualities. That's it, one line commentary. Okay, next verse. Guna Swarupam Evasya Kaikadya Yad Apyami Bhedam Swikritya Varnayante Tatapi Uddipana Iti. Though these bodily qualities, Kayakadya Yad Apyami, are included in Krishna's Swarup, Guna Swarupam Evasya, accepting them as separate from the Swarupa, Bhedam Swikritya Varnayante, they are called Uddipanas, Tatapi Uddipana Iti. So in the Vishaya Alaman, it is Krishna's form. For the Vatsalya it is Krishna's form of a child, Kaumar. For the Sakya, it is Pavanda, and for the Madhurya it is Kaishorya. But within the body, the Tribinga Lalita will more agitate or stimulate the Sthayi Bhava of Madhurya Ras. That becomes a Uddipan. That becomes a Uddipan. So that's why they are accepted separate as from the Sarupa, and that's why they are called Uddipans. Because they are qualities of the Sarupa, they are included in the Sarupa, Guna Sarupam, but the qualities are also accepted as different. When we think that Krishna has a beautiful body, then the beautiful body is Alamban with the emphasis on Krishna. When we think of the beauty of the body of Krishna, the emphasis is on the beauty, which becomes Uddipan. So I hope you are clear about this. Prabhupada. Prabhupada's chapter 26, Stimulation for Ecstatic Love, which is Uddipan. Krishna's age, his transcendental bodily features, his beauty, and his mildness are qualities pertaining to his body. Same definition Prabhupada is giving. There is no difference between Krishna and his body, and therefore the transcendental features pertaining to his body are the same as Krishna himself, because there is no difference. But because these qualities stimulate the devotee's ecstatic love, they have been analyzed as separate causes for that love. Like Krishna's, beautiful limbed body, uh, like, his walk, it's part of the body only, the walking like an elephant, his so many things connected to the body. So they become Udipan. So that's why they are classified as. To be attracted by the qualities of Krishna means to be attracted by Krishna himself, because there is no distinction between the two. Krishna's name is also Krishna. Krishna's fame is also Krishna. Krishna's entourage is also Krishna. Everything, Krishna and everything related with Krishna, that which gives stimulation to love of Krishna is all Krishna. But for our understanding, these items may be considered separatum, bhedam. That's what bheda swarupa. Okay. अतस्तस्य स्वरूपस्य स्यात् आलम्बनतैव हि उद्दीपनत्वम् एव स्यात् भूषणादेश तु केवलम्. The form itself of Krishna, atastasya swarupasya, is the alamban. Syat alambanat teva hi, his ornaments, age and other items, bhushanadis tu kevalam, act only as uddipan. So the bhushan ornaments like the makar kundala, as I mentioned, uddipanatam eva syat. Okay, Jeev Goswami's commentary on this. Any questions you have, you can raise your hand, because I somehow presume that this discussion is very simple and free flowing. And if you find it is you're not able to understand, please feel free to raise your hands. Sarupa here means the form of the Lord. That's it. One line commentary. Prabhupada doesn't, he already included that. There is no difference between the Lord's form and his qualities like that. Esham alambanatvam cha tata uddipanattapi cha. His qualities, Esham, power, act both as Alamban and Uddipans. Alambanatvam cha tata uddipana cha. So they act both as Alamban as well as Uddipan. Because the qualities serve in special cases as Alamban, the form and to some extent the qualities are said to share the role of Alamban. That's it. One line commentary. Krishna is the reservoir of all transcendental pleasure. Prabhupada, this is. Therefore, the impetus to love of Krishna, although seemingly different, are not actually distinct from Krishna himself. In the technical Sanskrit term, such qualities as Krishna's name and fame are accepted both as reservoirs of and as stimulation of love of Godhead. So what exactly is Prabhupada here saying in this statement? Raise your hands. In the technical Sanskrit terms, such qualities as Krishna's name and fame are accepted both as reservoirs of and as stimulation for love of Krishna. Anyone, raise your hands. What this statement means? Who will answer this? One hand has been raised. Yes, Priya Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Actually, I also need to understand, but you can just correct me. Earlier, we read that when we focus on Krishna, he is the Alambana, and when we focus on the beauty of Krishna, it is the Uddipana, which is the stimulation.
Correct,
So,
correct,
is here
correct, correct.
when we are focusing on Krishna here, it is he is the reservoir, is the Alambana. But when you are focusing on the
Reservoir means?
of love,
Yeah, it means
of,
what? What is the Sanskrit technical term?
I am not getting that. And then when we focus on the Krishna name and fame, they act as Uddipana. That's the stimulation.
Yeah. So here reservoir of means this is Alamban. Stimulation is Uddipan. So
Uddipana.
exactly this is what Prabhupada is saying here, which Jeev Goswami has already mentioned. Okay, correct. Very good.
Yeah. I wanted to
Excellent.
ask something, but
1 second. Sorry. Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji. You have to unmute yourself. Yeah.
Hare Krishna. There
Yeah.
was 2, 3 slides behind we were. Can I ask now that? But
Yes. Whenever you
yes.
feel you can
the-
ask.
Yeah. There was a slide like I could uh, not analyze it before. I was slow in understanding it. The slide was because the qualities serve in special cases an alambana the form, and to some extent the qualities are said to share the role of alambana. Can you just highlight on that? Just 1 or 2 slides before.
Yeah, this is Guna Swarupam Evasya Kayakade Yad Api Ami Bhedam Svikritya Varnante Tatapi Uddipan Iti. Though these bodily qualities, Kayakadya Yad Api Ami, are included in Krishna's Swarupa, Guna Swarupam Evasya, accepting them as separate from the Swarupa, Bhedam Svikritya Varnante, they are called as Uddipans.
Okay, okay. Mm-hmm.
And here you can see. Let's again Jeev Goswami's commentary we go through. Because they are qualities of Swarupa, they are included in Swarupa. So then it is Alamban. But the qualities are also accepted as different Bheda. When one thinks of Krishna, that Krishna has a beautiful body, then the beautiful body is Alamban with emphasis on Krishna. The emphasis on Krishna. When we think of the beauty of the body of Krishna, the emphasis on the beauty, which becomes Udipan. Okay?
Hmm. It says because the qualities serve in special cases as alambana, the form, and to some extent the qualities are said to share the role of alambana here, it is saying the qualities. That was a Jiva Goswami's commentary, just one line commentary.
Okay, that one. Wait, let me. Yes. Yeah.
Yes, yes, this
This
one.
one.
Uh,
Esham
This one.
alambanatvam cha tatha uddipana tapi. His quality is Esham, however, act both as alamban and uddipans. They act both. Because the qualities serve in special cases as alambana, the form and to some extent the qualities are said to share the role of alambana. The qualities serve in special cases as alambana. The form and to some extent the qualities are said to share the role of Alaman. See, there is, they act both as Alaman and Uddipan, but sometimes the quality full itself can be, Alaman only. It can be Alaman. So, that this is the important principle you have to remember, like where the emphasis on. Krishna's merciful quality. Aho bhakiyam stanakalukutam. Uddhav is speaking. Kamba dayalum sharanam vrajema. So here, Uddhava is emphasis is on what? Krishna's quality of mercy. So although Krishna, it is the Vishaya itself is Krishna, it is Vishaya Alamban only Krishna, but emphasis is on Krishna's mercy, that quality of mercy. So here it can act both Alamban and Uddipan. But what will stimulate that? It depends. It can be specifically only Uddipan, that mercy quality, and that can, generate rati towards Krishna. When we recite this verse, Baraha Feedam Natvara Karnayo Karnikaram, the beauty of Krishna who is wearing the peacock feather. So here, what is the emphasis now? Priya Mataji.
The beauty of Krishna, that feather will act as the Uddipana.
Yes. So it's emphasis. Where the emphasis is going on, you have to see that. And sometimes it can be both. That's the point.
Okay, thank you.
Is it okay?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So we are here in Sanskrit terms. This is reservoir means Vishalamban. Stimulation for love of Krishna is Uddipan. So Alamban or Uddipan. And within Alamban, there is Vishalamban and Ashrayalamban. That we should remember. I hope all of you are with me, are able to get it, and you're able to understand. If you have any questions, please feel free to raise your hands. Please feel completely free to raise your hands. I hope devotees are able to follow this discussion. Okay, fine. Let's go to the next verse. Now, Tatra Vayam. So, before what we saw was, we saw Kaika. In Kaika, there is Vaya, Saundarya, his forms, Rupani, and softness. So, Kaika, there is Vaya, and Vaya is of 3. Let's come here. Krishna's qualities, bodily, Kayaka, and within bodily, there Vaya. Then there will be Saundarya, then Rupani, then Brudu. I hope you are there with me. You are able to follow the discussion. Okay, let's go to now Vaya. Vaya Komara Pauganda Kaishoryam iti Tatridha. And everyone, I'm sure, are familiar with this. Krishna has 3 ages. Tata Vaya Tridha. Childhood, Kaumara, boyhood, Pauganda, and Kishore, Kaishoryam. Kumar is child, one who is in that age, going to the age of Kumar Avastha is Kaumar. Kishore is the youth, and one who is having that Kaishore. That is how it is. Okay, now let's further. Kaumaram Panchama Panchamabdantam Paugandam Dashamavadi Shodashat cha Kaishoryam Yauvanam Syat Tata Param. Childhood, Kaumara ends with the 5th year. Boyhood, Pauganda ends with the 10th year. Paugandam Dashamavadi. Youth, Kaishorya ends with the 16th year. Shodasha cha Kaishoryam. After that is manhood, Yauvana. Yauvanam Syat Tata Param. This is a general definition. Krishna, however, should be understood to be special. Thus, there are verses such as follow. Kale Nalpena Rajarshi Ramakrishnascha Gokule Agrishta Janubi Padbir Vichakramatur Anjasa. Krishna going through these ages of Kaumara Pauganda and Kaishorya is very, very special. Although, we might also say that I've gone through Kaumara, Yauvanam, and then Kaishorya, and then Yuvaka. But after Yuvak, there is what? Jara, old age. No? But Krishna doesn't go through. He ever remains youthful. O King Parikshit, within a very short time, Kalena Alpena, both Rama and Krishna, Rama and Krishna began to walk very easily in Gokul on their legs by their own strength without the need to crawl. So this is something special. So that's why he quotes that verse. Krishna's age is considered in three periods: Kaumara, Poganda, Kaishwar. It's the same definition. After the beginning of 16th year, Krishna is called Yovana or a youth, and this continues with no change. This is the difference. This is special. Okay, now this is a very important verse, 310 and 311. I'll just read the translation where we'll do the Anvay. Considering the suitability for pastimes, Anuchyat Tatra, the childhood age, Kaumara, is most fit for Vatsalya or parental rasa. Kaumaram, Vaktavyam, Vatsalya Rase. The boyhood age, Paugand, is most fit. Paugandam, Preyasi Tat, for Satyarasa. Khena Adi Yogata. Youth Kaishore is most excellent for Madhuriras. Shreshtam Ujjvala Evasya Kaishoresa. The majority of examples given in this section, Atrodharitaye Kramat, are from youth Kaishorya Tatapi Adha, since it is suitable for all rasas. Praya Sarva Ras Auchittayat. So, because within Madhurya there is all the rasas included, so here Rup Goswami is only going to give examples for Kaishore. Purport, Jiva Goswami. Because of suitability, a particular age is most suitable for characters pastimes for a certain rasa. This applies to all three ages. The word praya in the verse means abundantly. Prabhupada, as far as Krishna's transcendental pastimes are concerned, they are mostly executed during the Kaumar, Paugand, and the Keshwar periods. His affectionate pastimes with his parents are executed during his Kaumar age. His friendship with the cowherd boys is exhibited during his Paugand period, and his friendship with the gopis is exhibited during the age of Kaishorya. Now, very interestingly, Krishna is always in Kaishor age in his eternal form in Golok Vrindavan in the spiritual world. And Krishna is able to reciprocate with the Vatsalya devotees in parental affection. And he's able to reciprocate with his friends who would like to reciprocate more in the Paugand age in his Sakya Rasa with the friends, although he's of Keshor age in the spiritual world. But it's only here when Krishna comes in this material world, in Bhavam Vrindavan, specifically he can more relish, especially his birth pastimes and the Vatsalya pastimes. So that is the beauty and the glory of Bhavam Vrindavan. Krishna's pastimes at Vrindavan are finished by the end of his 15th year, and then he is transferred to Mathura and Dwarka, where all other pastimes are performed. Prabhupada further, Srila Rupa Goswami gives us a vivid description of Krishna as a reserve of all pleasure in his Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu. Here are some parts of that description. Text 312. The Guna, Uddipana, Guna, Kayaka, Vaya, Kaishwaram. Adyam, Madhyam, Tata, Shesham, Kaishwaryam, Trividam, Bhavet. Now we came to Guna, Kayaka, Vaya. Vaya we have seen three, and among them Kaishwaryam. Youth Kaishwarya has three divisions: Kaishwaryam, Trividam, Bhavet. Beginning, Adyam, middle, Madhya, and end, Tata, Shesham. So within Kaishwarya also there are three. Shish or at the end in the case of Krishna means that he remains Shishyate eternally at that age. This is the most complete condition as far as age is concerned, rather than the complete end. Most complete condition for the age. On the strength of analyzing the derivation of the word, one should also understand the most perfect condition by the word chamara, charama, which will be used in verse 327. Charam, Kripa ka charam sima, something we say, na? There are the charam slokas, which is Sarva Dharman Parityaja in the Bhagavad Gita, and Sakradeva Prapanna. The pinnacle, the essence, is the essence of all essence. Charama is related to Charati, which means that the youthful age continues Charati eternally after making its appearance rather than declining like childhood and boyhood and losing its beauty. Okay, now within Kaishwarya there is Adyam. Tatra Kaishwarya Adyam. And you also can, relate and understand just when you attain, a Kaishwarya age, that beginning innocence is there, then little bit you grow, maybe you're 14, 15, then 18, you're a little different, 24, you're a little different like a Yuvaka. So although you are in the Kaishwarya age, still there is divisions you can see. So something like that you can relate. वर्ण सुज्जलता कापि नेत्रांते चारुन चय चविहि रोमावली प्रकटता कैशोरे प्रथमे सती. At the beginning of Kaishore age, Kaishore Pratama Sati, the complexion becomes indescribably effulgent. Varnasa Ujjalata Kwapi, the edges of the eyes become reddish. Netrante Charunu Chavihi, and the fine hairs appear on the body. Romavali Prakatata. So the Kaishore age, in the beginning, this happens. Adyam. Now there is a scriptural reference for this Tatha. Oh, my friend Saki, now the body of Krishna, Tanu Vanamalina is Krishna, Tanu's body, has taken on a fresh beauty. Spurati Su Sama Naivedhanim. Naivedhanim means he has taken fresh, new. All his limbs, Angana, steal the splendor of the dark blue sapphire. Harati Smita Ko Apya Mahindra Mani Shriyam. The reddish hue, Kantir Manag Iva Lohini is red, has entered the edge of his eyes. Pravishta Drishor Ante. And a few very fine hairs have sprung up on his body. Tanu Ruham Raji Sukshma Darasya Virohote. Just like when the boy is 14 or 15 in his mature age, slowly beards start coming, It's the beginning. So something like that is described in the Adya. This is their Tata. Sitima means very dark blue. It is a word with a palatial shiti rather than the word beginning with dental sa, city. It is sh and not sa. You know that sh, sa. Amar Kosha says shiti means white or dark blue. Lohini means reddish in color. This is a statement of the wife of Krishna's elder brother, Kundalata, elder cousin brother, Kundalalata, sorry. So this is a statement of hers. Prabhupada, Krishna's Kaishore age may be divided into three. Beginning of the 11th year, the luster of the body becomes so bright that it becomes an impetus for ecstatic love. Similarly, there is reddish borders and growth of soft hairs. And then Prabhupada gives that same reference of Kundalalata when the residents of Vrindavan. I'll not read that because already we have read it. Okay, Vaijanti Shikandadi Nata Pravara Veshata Vamsi Madhurima Vastra Shobha Chatra Para Chedada. His typical accoutrement. How to pronounce this? I really don't know. Let's go. Accoutrement.
Accoutrement.
Accoutrement. Okay, that was right. What does it mean? Accessory. Oh my goodness. I never knew this.
Accoutrement.
Accoutrement. His typical 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 accoutrement. H His typical accoutrement during his period, that is the accessory, is Vaijantimala, Vaijanti, the peacock with the feather, Shikandadi, costume of a dancer, Natapravara Veshata, the sweetness of his flute playing, Vamshi Madhurima, and the luster of his dress, Vastra Shobha. So all these accompany. Yata Shri Dashami. This is a very, very famous verse which we'll recite. Parapidam natavara vapuh karnayo karnikaram Bibhratvasah kanakakapeksham Vaijayantim chamala Randranvenudara sudaya Purayan gopa vrinde Vrindaranyam swapadaраmanam pravishad Gita kirti. Wearing a peacock feather ornament upon his head, Baraha Pidam, blue Karnika flowers on his ears, Karnayo Karnikaram, a yellow garment as brilliant as gold, Bibrat Vasa Kanaka Kapeksham. Kapeksham. Krishna wears a dhoti. And the Vaijanti Garla, Vaijantyam Chamala, Lord Krishna exhibited his transcendent form as the greatest of dancers, Natavara as he entered Pravisha, the forest of Vrindavan, beautifying it with the masses Swapada Ramanam. He filled the holes of his flute with the nectar of his lips. Andran Venu Adara Sudaya Puren. And the cowherd boys, Gopa Vrinder, sang his glories, Gita Kirti. So Prabhupada also speaks about it, and this is the same verse. So this is the same verse. Okay, let's go to the next verse, 317. Kharatratra naka agranam dhanur andolita bruha radhanam ranjanam ragachurner ityadi cheshtanam. Now his actions. At the beginning of the youth, Adi Cheshtitam, the activities consist of sharpening his nails. Kharatratra naka agranam, quivering of his bow like eyebrows, dhanur andolita bruva, and staining the teeth with dyes. Radhanam ranjanam raga churner itya. Now further, Jiva Goswami on the commentary. In order to convey the peculiar beauty of his age, there is a description of the adopting of local customs, such as letting the fingernails grow sharp and coloring the teeth. But it should be understood that at this time, the exquisite beauty of such sharp nails and teeth, which deride the charm of crown jewels, appears spontaneously, and thus they are not included in the list of his accurate accoutrements, which were consciously prepared, which are consciously prepared. So these, I hope you are able to understand this point. Who will explain this point, the second point? Let us see how attentively we are here in this class. Who will explain this? What about others? Tirthpat Prabhuji, are you there?
Hare Krishna Po.
Yes. Were you able to understand this statement, second statement?
No Pro.
Okay. Priya Mataji, let us see what she has to say, and then, yes, Priya Mataji.
Actually, the focus is more on the sharp nails and the teeth consciously because they want to highlight that as a stimulus.
You'll have to be a little slow, a little clear, and speak very close to the microphone.
Yes, the focus here is consciously made more on the sharp nails and teeth to show as a stimulus. You can correct my understanding.
Okay. So here I'll just explain. Let's go to the verse. His triple accoutrement during his period is the Vaijayanti garland. This Vaijayanti garland, he wears. This Vaijayanti garland is a special garland with 5 different flowers. But the nails are not something he wears. It is there with the body. Are you getting this point? The nails, the sharp nails of Krishna are with the body. But it should be understood that at this time, the exquisite beauty of such sharp nails and teeth, which deride the charm of the crown jewels, appears spontaneously, and thus they are not included in the list of his accoutrements, which are consciously prepared. I hope now you understand this point. The eyebrows are like 2 quivering bows. Now the example. The 2 eyebrows, Dhruva Yugam, of the enemy of Agadvishur, are dancing like 2 bows of Cupid. Navam Danur, Ivatanur, Natat. The tips of his rows of fingernails are so sharp, Nakhara Rajir Agre Khara, that they shine like a line of arrows. Saralir Iva Sanita. The glistening rows of his attractive teeth embody the redness of dawn. Virajati Sharirini Ruchira Danta Lekaruna. What young woman would not be afraid of seeing him? Na ka sakhi samikshanat yuvatir asya vitrasyati. So this is one example, of the eyebrows. So the eyebrows, sharp eyebrows, the sharp nails, they're all part of the body of Krishna. Whereas the Vaijayanti Mala are something which accompany, which is externally, like the, wearing of the Karnika flowers, the yellow dress. Krishna can wear a white dress. But nails are something which is part of the body. So that's why they're not included in the list of the accessories which, beautify Krishna. I hope the point is clear. Sometimes the gopis would think about his soft nails, his moving eyebrows, and his teeth, which are cachuchi, chechu colored from the chewing pan, the red pan. One description was given by Gopi to her friend, and this is that same description. So again, I will not read this. Same description, this is the translation. Tan mohanata yatha. The attractiveness of his first part of youth. Tan mohanata yatha. O Madhav, gazing upon the new sweetness of your smile, drishtva taste nava madhurima smaretam Madhava artha. The bewildered, immobilized gopis are not able to reveal spontaneously the sentiments of their mind. Kartum mugdha swayam achutana na shamanti abhiyogam. And they are not able to confide in any person. What more can be said? Na vyadatum kvachit api jane vaktram api utsahante. They are so pained that today they have offered 3 handfuls of waters to their life heirs. Swa pranebhyas trayam udasrajan adya tayo anjali nam. So the beauty of Krishna is so that whatever sentiments they are feeling in their minds, they are not able to confide. So that's why they are pained, and that's why they are, offering handful of water to their life heirs in order to relieve that pain. Okay, these are the words of Vrinde Devi. In the first of the verse, discerning Krishna's doubt, she increases his longing by stating the effect without the cause. When he asks, why are they in such a state? She describes in the third line the cause and thus makes him more sympathetic. So third line explains the cause. Cause is that they are, they are not able to drishtva taste nava madhurim smaretam madhav vrata. So they're not able to express it. So that's why cause, and that's why it makes Krishna more sympathetic. When he asks in a choked voice, then what should they do? She disturbs his mind in the fourth line with her answer. In the fourth line answer. This is how the verse should be understood. So the fourth line answer is what? Pranebhes, swa pranebhes trayam, udasrijan adya tayo anjalinam. Anjalinam. This is how the verse should be understood. Abhiyoga means displaying their emotions. Okay, what Prabhupada has to say on this? Let us read. Krishna's attractive features are also described by Vrinda, the gopi after whom Vrindavan is named. She told Krishna, "My dear Madhav, your newly invented smile has so captivated the heart of the gopis that they are simply unable to express themselves. As such, they have become bewildered and will not talk with others. All of these yogis have become so affected that it is as if they had offered 3 sprinkles of water upon their lives. They have become so, like they've gone mad, intoxicated, and they only have to put water. In other words, they have given up all hope for their living condition. According to the Indian system, when a person is dead, there is sprinkling of water on the body. Thus, the statement of Vrinda shows that the gopis were so enchanted by the beauty of Krishna that because they could not express their minds, they had decided to commit suicide. Okay, now the Madhyam. Adya is over, now Madhyam. This Adya, Madhyam and Shesham is what part of the discussion? Anyone remembers? Let us see. Adya, Madhyam and Shesha. Anyone remembers? Raise your hands. Ravikant Prabhuji. Yes, very, very good. Tirthpath Prabhuji, yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, it is age on Kaishora.
Within Kaishore, correct.
Within
Excellent. Very good, very good. So it's quite simple. Okay, I will take this one definition and end the discussion for today. Yeah. Yeah. Urudvayasya bhavos cha kapi shrir urrasastata murti madhuri madhyam cha kaishora sati madhyame. During the middle period of the Kaishora period, Kaishora sati madhyame, Krishna displays indescribable beauty. Kwapi shrir in his 2 thighs, urudvayasya, his 2 arms, bhavasya, his chest, ururastatha, and the sweetness in his whole form, murtir madhuru madhyam cha. Then the scriptural proof for this madhyam. An example for middle age. In the course of Keshav's fresh youth, Abhinava Taruni Maha Taryumnenaha Prakame Keshavasya, his thighs desired to punish the trunks of elephants. This is how Kavya Shastra is, How can the thighs punish the trunk of elements? So this is how in a poetic language it is described. Spurati Kare Shunda Dandana Uru Yugmam. His just desired to make friendship with door panels made of emeralds. Garuda Mani Kavati Sakyam Ichette Uruscha, and his arms folded door bolts. Bhujayugam api dishyante agralvarga nindam. So that is how the beauty is expressed in Kavya Shastra. So there is a note here. Several times Krishna's chest is compared to emerald, which is green, though his color is dark blue or blackish. Sometimes, however, Markata can be used to signify sapphire as well. The other explanation is that the blue of his complexion combines with the golden complexion of the gopis to make it green. Because blue and golden color turn into green. Okay. What's the time? Let us see. Yellow. Okay. Here it is said as green. Blue and yellow is equal to green. Yeah, gold is a golden color is yellow, no? Correct. Excellent. So any questions up till now, what we have discussed? Any questions anyone has? Okay, what I will do is, I'll just summarize for devotees. Basically, we started today with the discussion on Uddipan. This is the Uddipan part. Within the Uddipan, the bodily Krishna's qualities. Within quality is the body, beauty. Within bodily is the age, beauty, form, and softness. And within age, there is Kaumara, Poganda, Keshwara. So Kaumara, Poganda, Keshwara. Within Keshwara, there is Adya, Madhyam, and Shesha. So that is where we are heading in our discussion. So we saw the definition of Uddipana and the qualities. The qualities are three because of body, verbal, and mental. So here you can see Krishna's qualities are because of his body, verbal, and mental. Bodily, verbal, and mental. And then we saw body. In body, there is age, beauty, forms, and softness of the body. And then sometimes they are included as Alamban and Uddipan both. So that, that technical explanation he gives. Sometimes the form of itself is called, and ornaments and other things are Uddipan. And they can act as both. Then we went to Vaya, age, Kaumara, Poganda, Keshwar. Kaumar is up till 5, 10, Poganda, 15, Keshwar, and then it is Yuvaka. And then Kaumar is suitable for Vatsalya, Keshwar, Poganda for Sakyaras, and Keshwar is for Madhurya. So here in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Rupa Goswami is spoken Madhurya because it includes all. And then within Keshwara, there are three divisions: Adi, Madhya, and Shesh. Adi definition, scriptural proof for it. And then there are accompaniments, which is called accoutrement. That is peacock feather, Vajanti, the dress, costume of a dancer, all the sweetness of the flute, all that, the luster of his dress. And then the description of scriptural quotation is a beautiful verse, Varapidam. And then there is something which here Rupa Goswami speaks that which can be, Uddipan, like the nails, the eyebrows, the eyes becoming red at the end, the staining of the teeth with dyes, all that. And then there is a scriptural reference, how the eyebrows are attracting the young women of Vrindavan. And then there is another example of the first part of youth, Tan Mohata, scriptural, Vrindadevi describing it. Now we have discussed Madhyam, that is the middle in Keshwarya. So we will look into this scriptural proof in the next class, which is tomorrow. Any questions, any clarifications anyone has? Okay, so we'll stop here. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna.